everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Steph. I'm a UK mid-size content creator. I'm a size 16, I'm 5'5", I'm 38, and I've got a little bit of a shopping problem. Now, I know I say this at the start of all my monthly favourite videos, but honestly, time is just flying. How are we already into October? That is just crazy to me. But anyway, I'm very much for it. I'm very much an autumn person. I love this time of year, and it just means we're getting that little bit closer to Christmas, which on the one hand is really scary because it means the whole entire year has pretty much gone. But on the other, I love Christmas. It is my favourite time of the year and I just can't wait to celebrate it. But before I get a little bit too ahead of myself, I just wanted to share with you some of my favourite bits from September in my monthly favourites video. So I feel like I have to kick off with the fact that I got to go see Coldplay twice. I got to go see them in August and I also got to go see them in September as well. And honestly, it was just so much fun. So I actually had tickets for the August show from last year. I got those when they went on sale and was very much looking forward to it. I worked this out, it was my 7th time seeing them. I've pretty much been to every tour that they've done other than Ghost Stories and Parachutes. So I've been a fan for a really, really, really long time. And it was my friend's very first time seeing them. And she was a bit like, I can't believe you've seen this band so many times. Like, are they that good? And she is a fan of Coldplay and she knew she was going to enjoy it. But she was a bit like, are they that good to see that many times live? Anyway, we watched the show. She was like, I get it. I get the hype. So we ended up buying resale tickets from StubHub to go see them on night 8. And we paid, I think, more than double what those tickets went for. We got standing tickets as opposed to the seated tickets that we had for night 2. And it was a very different experience. It was a fantastic experience. We managed to get incredibly close. I'm not entirely sure how this happened, but it did. And I'll put in some clips of just how close we were. And yeah, it was honestly just such a magical experience. And if someone's been to see Coldplay, you'll get it. If you haven't and you think like, I just don't get what the hype is, then you need to go see them, because once you see them, you understand. But yeah, I absolutely loved seeing them twice. They are obviously now going on a very long break, which I don't blame them. I saw the Music of the Spheres tour for the first time back in 2022 when it first came to London. And then they've spent the past like 3 years being outside of the UK, touring the rest of the world. And then they came back to the UK. So I was very lucky to have seen them twice, and you best believe that if they announce another tour, I'm going to be trying to get tickets for that too. Now, switching gears from Coldplay, I wanted to share with you all my new glasses, which I am slightly obsessed with. I love this shape. I got invited to Iola in Cambridge. I don't live far from Cambridge, and they opened up a new shop there. I got invited down and I was very kindly asked to pick a pair of frames that I might like to have, and these were the ones that I picked. These do have my prescription in. So these are the Ray glasses. They're more, I guess, of like a square but with like slightly softer edges. They are in gold. I think they also came in silver as well. I just love these. I usually have always gone for quite like dark tortoiseshell style glasses, and that has been kind of the glasses style that I've gone for probably the last 3 or 4 pairs of glasses. Now, I need glasses to see, essentially. I need them for driving, I need them for using the laptop, and I need them for watching the TV. So I tend to wear my glasses a lot. I don't need them for walking or for doing exercise. So I tend to be in my glasses more than I'm not in my glasses. So getting to have a second pair was just like absolutely ideal for me. And what I really love about Iola is their ethos, that they want to make really nice, stylish frames affordable. Now, if you're someone like me who has a prescription, you will know that affordable part is sometimes a little bit hard to find, because prescription glasses and prescription sunglasses don't tend to be that affordable. But that's what I like the most about Iola, is that they are trying to make these more affordable. So I think the price point is that all frames are a standard £85, and then obviously if you want to add your prescription in, I think it goes up to £105. But still, incredible value for money when you think about how much glasses, prescription glasses anyway, can be. Now, I actually have quite a few pairs of shoes to share with you, which aren't usually the stuff that I tend to share in these monthly videos, but I've got quite a few pairs of shoes at the moment which I have been wearing non-stop, and I'm very excited to be wearing as we go into autumn, so I just wanted to share them all with you. The first are these. Now, as somebody who has quite wide calves, I think my calves are actually 17 centimeters. I didn't think that that was large, but apparently it is when it comes to finding knee-high boots that fit. So these I actually picked up from Simply Be. These are a bit more like almost like a sock boot in chocolate brown, which is what I really wanted. They have a low heel, which is perfect for me because I struggle to walk in high heels. And the best part about it is that these fit. Like, these fit so well round my calves. In fact, they're ever so slightly loose, so I have a nice little gap across the top of the calf, which I'm not mad about. I quite like. But yeah, I thought these were incredibly affordable, and the fact that they even fit is just honestly game changing. Sticking with autumn colours, and I have these new in shoes from M&S. I literally just picked these up this week. I've only worn them once so far. I can confirm that they were incredibly comfy. They were also, I have to say, in my opinion, really affordable. These were £26 from Marks and Spencer's. They're burgundy. We have the Mary Jane style. That's my favourite style. I love a Mary Jane. This kind of toe bit is a little bit squarer. Again, I really like that because I love the shape that that gives under wide leg trousers. Obviously, we just have a very minuscule little heel there. But yeah, I absolutely love these. I don't think these are leather because they're £26. I think they might be like what they call like their vegan leather, so like they're fake leather, but they are incredibly soft. These don't rub. These are really comfy to wear, and honestly, I thought they were an absolute steal at £26. These next shoes were not £26. I wish they were. These are actually from Boden, but I did get them in the sale. So these I think originally were £90 or £95, and I got them for £45 in their sale. They are suede, so I will be slightly limited on how often I can wear these in autumn because I don't really want them to get wet. But I loved the style of these. The fact that you've got the kind of contrast black on the toe part. You've got the little Mary Jane, which we know I love a Mary Jane. They obviously are, I think they're quite Chanel-like dupes, which again, I'm not mad about because I'm not spending that kind of money on the real ones. They do have this little black stripe at the back, which again, I quite like. They are also incredibly comfy. Although the one thing I would say about Boden is that I always have to go up a size in shoes, especially flat shoes like this. So these are actually the size 7. I'm usually a 6, but the 6 was just way too tight. And all the shoes that I've got from Boden, I've always had to size up to a 7. I don't know what that is. Maybe my feet are just like too big for them, but whatever. I don't mind because I had the 7 in stock in the sale, and yeah, very happy with it. Now moving on to a bag, because of course it's in my monthly favourites. How could it be a monthly favourites without me showing you a new bag? This one though, incredibly affordable. This is from Katie Loxton, but I love the kind of woven texture to this and the fact that it's almost like a Bottega dupe, but obviously not a Bottega. I really love the chocolate brown colour. Obviously chocolate is such a big colour for this year, and I realised I didn't actually have a chocolate brown bag. I have lots of other colours. In fact, I probably should rearrange some of these because some of these are looking a little bit more spring summer like, but I don't have chocolate brown, and obviously that needed to be rectified. Anyway, I saw a couple of other influencers share this and I thought that's the bag that I want. I had to go on the wait list, but it did come back in stock. And if anyone else is interested in this, I do actually have a 15% discount code below, so you can save a little bit of money as well. The only thing I would say is that I can't fit a laptop in this, and I did buy this thinking this would be a great autumn work bag. Maybe if your laptop's smaller than mine, you might be able to fit one in here, or if you don't need to take a laptop to work, this would be a great work bag. But yeah, I'm still going to keep it and I've still used it, but just slightly disappointing that it doesn't fit a laptop. And then next up, I've got 2 skincare items. The first of which is this one from Skin and Me. This is my nighttime daily doser, and I am almost out of this. And honestly, I think this has been a little bit game changing for my skin. I've definitely suffered in the past with a little bit of redness and uneven skin tone. Since using this, I have found that my skin appears way more even. That redness has really dropped. And I'm pretty much putting it all on the fact that I've been using this, because this is the only thing I've consistently used for pretty much the last 21 days. I've just checked. I've got 7 days left. So I'm hoping my new one's in the post as we speak so that I can just continue on with the next one. But again, absolutely love this. I hadn't used this before. And I love the fact that you can just kind of do a little bit of a skin consultation, and it's completely kind of tailored to your skin and your skin concerns. Again, I've got a discount code below. I know it's really dull to always say that, but if you are interested and you want to save some money, always check out that description box because I might be able to help you just save some pennies on your skincare. But it's not just the daily doser that I've been loving. I've also been loving this, which is the daily moisturizer, but it's got SPF 50 in. I am one of those people that will wear SPF all year. I think we all should be one of those people. I know some people feel like when it gets to autumn, winter, you don't need to wear SPF because you're like, I can't see the sun. Trust me, I'm not an expert, but I listen to a lot of them. You do need to be wearing SPF every single day, and this I just find is a lot easier because it's just inbuilt with the moisturizer, and because it's the SPF 50, like, you know, you're getting a good high factor. And then moving on to clothes, and first up we have this jacket from Marks and Spencer's. I managed to pick this up when it was 20% off with the Sparks card, so this went from 90 I think to 72. It is such a warm jacket. Obviously barn style jackets are absolutely massive at the moment, and I love them as well. I have a few different kind of styles and varieties. Definitely wanted a thicker jacket though. I think this is incredibly similar to that viral one from M&S that went viral a couple of weeks ago. I personally didn't love it. I did try it on. I found it at my local store and I tried it on. It just wasn't really for me. It just didn't suit me. So put it back. I actually found a very similar one from H&M, which was like half the price. And I absolutely love it. And it's a cropped one, so it's a little bit shorter. This though, as soon as I saw this one, I was like, no, that's a bit of me. I really like it. And yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I picked it up in the size 14. Absolutely love it. It's not quite been cold enough to wear it, but I'm hoping it will be quite soon because I cannot wait to wear it. And then also from M&S, again, when they had that 20% off for Sparks, I managed to pick up this brown suede. I'm such a gilet wearer when it gets to autumn time, and most of mine are more, I'd say more on the casual end, maybe a bit more on the sportier end, I would say. More of like the padded style gilets, which are great, but they're not like the smartest of gilets, I would say. This one though, this one was definitely giving luxury. Loved the brown suede. It also has a little bit of a leather trim, and I love the kind of wide opening on the neck. I just know I'm going to get so much wear out of this, and again, just can't wait to wear it. And then the final thing was a little bit of a discovery for me this month, and that was Abercrombie jeans. I actually picked up 2 pairs, again when they had a sale on, because it's my favourite time to shop. I picked up a light pair, which are the 90s loose jeans, and then I also picked up a dark version of the wide leg jeans. Love both of them. Both of them are from the Curve Love range. I got them in the 31 regular, which both fit me absolutely perfectly, and I get the hype. I feel like I've watched so many people over the years talk about how good the Abercrombie jeans are, and I just never bought into the hype, but I get it, and I need to kind of like eat my words and say, I get it now. Like, they are that good. Since I've got them, I've pretty much been wearing them non-stop. I've not taken those jeans off. I love them both so much. And then the final thing is a book that I have been reading, which is this one from Dan Brown. This is a chunky book, like it is chunky, but I've been a fan of Dan Brown since the Da Vinci Code, and it's the same protagonist. It's Robert Landon, who was in the Da Vinci Code, and he's been in all the other books, and he is back with this one, The Secret of Secrets. And yes, it is chunky. It's like almost 700 pages to read, but I read it, I think, within about 4 or 5 days because I just needed to find out what was going to happen. Especially because he talks about the fact that everything in this, in terms of technology, in terms of some other bits, are all true. Which when you read it, you kind of go, no, that can't be. So yeah, absolutely loved it. Don't want to spoil it for anyone. It is a chunky book though, so be prepared to get like arm ache trying to read this, but absolutely loved it. And if you've loved any of the other Dan Brown books, like, you're absolutely going to love this one. So that has been my monthly favourites video. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, let me know what your favourite thing of the past month has been. Don't forget to like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.